You are not behind in life, man. I don't care how old you are. You could be 16 with big goals. You could be 30 with huge goals in life, but just still been having a hard time and couldn't figure out how to achieve them. You are not behind in life. There's a few reasons of why I believe that no one is behind in life, and you can never be behind in life. Life happens. Everything happens at a specific time. You see, before I had my own crib, I was living with my grandma. I wasn't always living with her. A lot of things happened. Kicked out of my mom's crib. Dad lost his crib, moved over there. Things happen. I'm 18 at the time, living with my grandma. Now I'm like 20, but back then I was 18 with my grandma, and I could have easily had the mindset that I was behind. I didn't have a car. I didn't have a crib at the time. I didn't have $1 million. I didn't have a big Instagram account, a big TikTok account, a big Twitch account. You know what I'm saying? Like I was at my own place. I was in my own destination. Everybody is living their own lives at different times. There is no specific timeline that you have to be on in order for you to be on time or doing things at a specific no. Everybody lives their life and achieve things at different times. See, because you could be at a position in your life right now. You could be at your mom's crib, your dad's crib, and you might want a car, and you're like probably between the ages of 18 and like what 30, or even you could be older. You got a lot of goals out there, and you're finding it pretty hard to achieve. Don't ever think you're behind in life, bro. You're gonna achieve your goals when you're meant to achieve them. And I figured this out in a short amount of time. You feel me? Because when I was like 18, bro, I literally was stressing so bad. Like from the ages of 18 to 19, those 2 years was so stressful because I just got out of high school. I just graduated, and I knew I wasn't going to college because I didn't want to waste time sitting in class after I just spent all these years, going through high school and middle school and all this stuff. I just didn't want to go back to school that quick. So I knew I wasn't going to college. But for a lot of people out there, they think that they have to go to college. You feel me? So you ended up spending 4 years or more or less in college going after a degree. You feel me? When you could have already been saving for a car, a crib, and then working on your passion. You feel me? So this is another reason why everybody has their own timeline. You feel me? You could be 18 and you could be seeing somebody on the internet, on Instagram, TikTok, with millions of dollars, millions of followers, nice cars, nice houses, living a dream life, being lit every day, doing all type of things with other rich friends and stuff. And you might be looking at that thing like, damn, I'm behind in life. Oh, I ain't got the stuff that I want in life or this and that. But honestly, by you having that mentality, that's only gonna bring you down to your lowest. It's only gonna make things worse. You gotta realize life is gonna happen the way it's gonna happen. That's something I realized with time. Because when I was like 2 years ago, I didn't know how life was gonna turn out. I didn't know that things was gonna get better. And it's very easy for young people to think that fuck, things will never get better. Or it's easy to feel stuck in, situations that you could be in, because we don't have control over this life. You know, you could be lucky and have rich parents and be set for life, or you could be unlucky and have normal parents who just don't, they don't really make sure that you're on your grind, or they don't make sure that you're set for anything. You feel me? Coming up, so life is life, and life is gonna happen the way it's gonna happen. But with you staying positive and with you focusing on your priorities and your goals and working on them over a certain amount of time, only positive things will come out of that. So that's something I've learned over the years. And, even right now, because I'm in a better position than I was 2 years ago, 1 year ago, 3 years ago, I still can right now still think that I'm behind in life, even though I have a car, my own place, a good, stable job, income. And you feel me? I'm pretty much chilling right now. I can still think that I'm behind in life, because it's all about perspective. You want to focus on your grinds and your goals. The more you focus on where you're at in life right now, and the fact that you are not where you want to be at in life right now, that can potentially make you have so many negative thoughts, and we all know that negative thoughts won't help you with anything. So with that being said, you want to stay on your grind and stay doing things that you know you need to do in order for you to achieve in life. Like, you know, because right now I don't have a Lambo. I don't have my dream car, which is a CT5E Black Wing. I don't have that yet. You feel me? But instead of me sitting down and being so butthurt about not having things I want in life, what we can do is we can stay focused on our grind, our passion, the things that we want in life, and we can keep working towards that day by day. And by you doing this day by day, it'll cause you to make progress. And progress is so important because you don't want to ever have a specific set of goals, but not progress on any of them over a certain amount of time because you will never achieve them if you don't work on them. I could want to be rich. I could want to live in a big mansion. I could want to have a nice car all I want all day long. But I'll never get there, or I will never even get near there if I don't put in work, if I don't make progress on my goals. So with that being said, don't sit around wasting time focusing on where you're at right now in life and stressing about where you want to be in life. Focus on your grind. Focus on the things that needs to be done in order for you to get to that point in life in the future. Because you got to think, every successful person, wherever they are at in life right now, say if they live in a big mansion, a nice city, got you know a lot of cars, their family is straight, everything is good. You got to think, what did they do in life to get to that point? You feel me? What steps did they take to get there? How did they think? Who did they surround themselves with? You got to have these type of thoughts in your mind in order for you to know what it takes to be the person that you want to be in the future. You got to think, whatever you want to be in life, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people want to be rich, but you got to think, you have to think about what what does your future self do on a day-to-day basis? Who is your future self? The person that you envision yourself to be in the future with millions of dollars, lots of cars, lots of rich friends. You have to think, what does that person do on a regular day basis? What is his daily routine? What does he do on a weekly basis? What does his mindset consist of? Who does he surround himself with? Who does she surround herself with? You have to ask yourself these questions. And once you think about it long enough, you'll realize you have to change. It's going to take for you to change. Like, I'm not the same person I was 2 years ago. I'm more comfortable with myself. I'm more confident in myself. I'm doing new things that I've never done in my entire life. You have to change this entire person to get where you want to be in life. So with that being said, even right now, like I said before, I could easily be negative and be thinking that, oh, I'm behind in life. And like I said before, I'm pretty much chilling. I got my own place, car, good income. Niggas is chilling. But I still could think that I'm behind. And in some aspects, I still do think I'm, you know, slightly behind. Because you gotta think, on the internet, bro, it's so easy to find a fucking 60-year-old or a 17-year-old doing exceptionally well in life. And just by seeing them doing so good in life at a young age, it can easily make you feel as if you are behind or you're lacking or you're just not good enough. You get what I'm saying? You don't want to go down that rabbit hole, bro. I'm telling you. So stay focused. And this is why we always say stand focused, bro. Because by you staying focused on your goals and what you need to be doing, things won't be able to stop you. Like, for the average person, they could easily just have a certain set of goals, or they could have watched an inspirational video about something. Maybe they was watching something that deals with their passion, or they was watching how to do this, how to do that in order to work towards their goals. They could easily just go on Instagram or TikTok and find a youngin with a nice car and millions of dollars, and instantly, just by them seeing that, it'll make them just collapse mentally. Like, they'll just be negative for the rest of the day, or just go the rest of the day thinking negative about their path, their journey. And I've done this plenty of times. You know what I'm saying? It's taking me, even now, I'm still working on myself now. I'm not perfect. I'm still working on keeping my mind in the right state so that I can go through life smoothly. You feel me? Because a lot of people on their journey, because on this side of the internet, we focus on financial freedom and elevating our lives. So if you find yourself focusing on the same thing, it could be, you can have days where it gets rough. you might not have a lot of motivation that day, or you might not feel like doing some of the things that you know you need to be doing. We have rough days like that. Everyone does. But the main thing that matters is staying focused, because when you stand focused, you'll gain the discipline and the strength mentally to literally be able to withstand all that. So you'll be able to withstand seeing people do exceptionally well in life, and you won't have the stress of, oh, I'm behind, or oh, I'm missing out on this and that. You won't be having those type thoughts because you're focused on what you want out of life. You feel me? So you want to always focus on the things that matter in life. This is why I always preach: focus on your priorities. Because a lot of the things in this world, bro, that you be seeing on the internet and on social media, it don't matter, and it don't has nothing to do with you. So if you see a lot of things on the internet and it's causing you to be distracted, it's causing you to, have self doubt and this and that, bro, stop consuming those type of things. This is why this channel that I'm creating right now, the videos that I produce, the type of content and the type of things that I speak on. This is why I enjoy making this content, because I watch this myself. You feel me? And this type of content will keep you on the right path and on the right energy mentally, so that you can change your life. You feel me? A lot of people consume a lot of BS on YouTube, TikTok on a daily basis. You are what you consume. If you don't consume, you know, a higher lifestyle as far as like the content that you watch or whatever you consume on the internet, if you're not looking at millionaires and seeing how they achieve their success, if you're watching BS all day, you're not focused on the right things, it's going to be hard for you to change your life, bro, because your mindset is not where it's supposed to be at. So this is why you are not behind life, bro. Don't ever think you're behind life because of your circumstance or your certain situation, bro. I've been in certain situations where I felt as if I was just never going to be anything. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to have, regular parents and feel as if I got regular parents. We from this little town. A lot of successful people probably aren't from your hometown, and you might think, oh, just because of that you won't ever be something in the future. You don't want to ever have that type of mentality, bro. Focus on your goals. Focus on what you want out of this life and work towards it, bro. That's all I got for today's video, man. This is boy Lahim. Drop some support, man. Drop a comment, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.